Good morning. My name is Rhonda Coffin. My philosophy thinker is Booker T. Washington. I will be giving you 3 examples of ideas that he had, and I will also be giving you 3 examples of impacts that he made in the education system back then that we also use today. If you don't know, this is Booker T. Washington, the famous, the great. I'll give you a little bio about him. Booker T. Washington was born April 5th, 1856. He lived with 3 siblings and his mother. They all were enslaved. When he was growing up, he did not know who his father was. Washington grew up in the era of the Jim Crow. So facing many obstacles, Washington wanted to make a difference when he became an adult. He tried to change the views and mindsets of how the education system was being taught to African Americans. His ideas. Example 1. Washington did this by starting his own school, the Tuskegee Institute, in 1881 in Alabama. This is what it looked like back then, and this is what it looks like now. There's probably more changes that have been made, but this is the most recent. Example 2. He would conduct and implement a curriculum of drills, inspections, and student point systems, which we also use now. Even in my school, we use SOARs. This would hold students and teachers accountable for their actions and uphold the school standards and values. As you can see, the teachers are wearing suits and ties and dress shoes. They were not in jeans and t-shirts and sneakers. They had to be proper. Example 3. Washington fought to develop the education concerning different cultures, economic backgrounds, and politics to develop the students as well as a well-rounded scholar. He wanted them to be diverse in all aspects of education. Moving on. Examples impacting Mr. Washington's have made today. I am nervous. Sorry. He focused on vocational skills and implementing technology in the education system. As you can see, I'm using one today. It's the smartboard. Back then, there was a chalkboard and desk. Now, you can see students have a smartboard and they're on all types of technology. Some have computers. I think he has an iPad or a phone in his pocket. So that's another form of technology. So many ways of learning. Example 2, Washington has advocated for the education system by emphasizing problem-solving skills, cognitive development, and shaping the reforming the way the education system is taught today. This is him, problem-solving, and these are the students, problem-solving as well. And as you can see back then, it was segregated, so there weren't, black teachers were teaching black schools, and as you can see, this is a black teacher teaching multicultural students that we have today, even in my classroom. But I'm not teaching yet. Example 3. Now he would also conduct small group activities, implementing role play using different teaching styles. Some may use Brain Pop, YouTube, what else they use? PBS Kids, all different types of forms of videos to educate students and get them motivated. Here's an example of classes today. Back then they were packed. Now you can see that this teacher is working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she may have a classroom of 30 kids, but this would be a small group. In closing, Booker T. Washington lived a life of learning and teaching others. At the age of 59, he was diagnosed with lymphomas. I don't know how to say that word, and don't get me wrong. Where he died on November 14th, 1915. His life taught Mr. Washington the importance and value of education and what he wanted to instill and pass on to future generations. This is why he established the Tuskegee Institute to help implement code of conduct and inspections with other schools, which he also did in Virginia. He taught at other schools in West Virginia. Here is a plaque with, it's hard to see, with his face, and it says Booker T. Washington, and it says when the school was founded. That is my presentation. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.